Yo guys, welcome to the Zelda Fiction. Today we are gonna see, what if Naruto got harem with Tsunade, Anko and Kurenai? Part 1. Huge shout out to Black Mage 7536 for this story. If you end up liking this video, please consider subscribe. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Darting through the trees, a figure seemed to be stalking someone or something. It seemed to meld into the shadows and flirt through them like nothing was amiss. The concentration the predator has is mind-numbing, but to truly understand the situation one must understand the predator's intentions. What does the predator want? What will it be going after? Is there a way to stop it? All fine questions, but it is doubtful that the figure will give anyone the chance to ask them. Looking at the full picture, the prey becomes obvious. A young man that seems to be out walking the forest in search of some kind of peace. Although the youngster seems to have no special attributes that surround him, it is for certain that someone wants the young man dead or for themselves. Hearing a muted shuffle, the predator turns around. What she finds is the exact person that she was hunting for. Now why would you be after me? You look familiar. Did I ever beat you in a fight? Launching a series of kicks and jabs, the intruder tried to make her escape. Hey! Where you going? I was just getting started. Capturing the former predator seemed simple to the young man. Quickly unfolding a mesh of steel and fiber, the young man propelled it against the would-be renegade and watched as both the net and stalker fell to the forest floor below. Falling quickly, the intruder sliced away the net with a sharp, short knife. What the intruder did not count on was the amount of explosives that were embedded inside the net. After the series of explosions, it was clear that the intruder was at the mercy of the young man. How did he do that? I mean, there is no way he did that by pure speed? Replacement? Landing softly next to the smoking perpetrator, the young man released her from the net. Hoping to get a few answers, the young man delivered 2 direct hits onto his prisoner. I believe you know what I have done. Now, if you would be so kind as to tell me who you are? Feeling like a stone, the intruder knew what had transpired. He knows the exact points of power. Already? I'm waiting. Trying to muffle her voice, the intruder spoke back to the young man. I was sent to track you and inform the council if you tried anything. Oh, is that all? I thought it was something important. If you wanted to know if I was going to do anything, you should have just asked me, Anko-sensei. Surprise littered her face. Anko knew she had contorted her voice fluently enough to avoid detection. How did you know? Well, I am going to become the next Hokage. I can't be a total idiot. How did you immobilize me, Naruto? Oh, I learned it from a book in the Hokage's library. It was a good read, though I don't understand how to actually unbind the person. What? I'm kidding, Anko-sensei. Now where was it? Ah, yes. I believe it is next to the lung but far enough away to avoid suffocation. Delivering a succession of blows, Naruto unbound Anko. There we go, though I believe you are feeling a little bit woozy right about now. True to his word, Anko stumbled a bit before Naruto caught her and balanced the woman until she could stand straight. What has this boy been doing? 1 minute, he was having second thoughts about the forest of death. Now he can immobilize a jounin? What did the Hokage want? Huh? Oh, he worries you will unleash something terrible. Terrible? That old coot has been smoking his pipe for too long. Maybe making Hokage will be easier than I first thought. Watching the teen walk away, Anko felt no strange tremors of power, but when the boy had captured her, the immobilization technique was not the only thing that held her back. He showed a desire for blood that only he could actually produce. What has happened to that boy? Walking back to the council headquarters, Anko did not see the red eyes that followed her every movement. She will make a fine addition to my troops, though she must work on her tracking skills. What are you playing at, Fox? You know that without that little boost we would have been caught. No, my idiotic friend, you would have been caught. Now that I hold this body, there is nothing in this world that can stop me. And what do you plan to do? We have the second part of the Chunin exam tomorrow. I don't want to fail. And fail you will not, my young friend, but I will make it a bit more interesting on all who disappoint me. Although Anko couldn't be sure, she believed she heard a laugh that would give the devil a run for his money. Naruto? Impossible. Expelling that amount of energy to create such a miasma of dark power, he doesn't have it in him. Although he seemed to be a bit more demonic today, especially with the way he exuded the intent to kill when he caught me unawares. Looking back at the forest, Anko could not help the chill that ran down her spine at the power the laughter held, almost a promise to those who dared challenge it. The next day could only bring new and more terrible things to bear against our three intrepid heroes. Sakura was nervous about going into the forest of death, but would not let it show to either Sasuke or Naruto. Sasuke was excited. He wanted to fight all the new rookies and show them that he was the best in the world. While Naruto seemed a bit strange because he was excited as well, but not for the same reasons as Sasuke. He wanted to taste the blood of his enemies, to feel their bones crushed beneath his fingers. In short, he just wanted to slaughter people. Naruto? Hey, idiot. Naruto? Huh? Oh, hey, Sakura, what's up? Nothing, but you were off in Candyland or something. Don't do that in the forest. Understood, ma'am. Don't mock me, Naruto. Now let's go before Sasuke goes in without us. Walking quickly, the two caught up with the would-be king of ninjas. He was meditating and biding his time while his team came together. Contestants ready? All eyes focused on the instructor. Anko did not feel good about what happened last night, but she could do nothing to stop the exam, not without a good reason, and telling the Hokage the exam must be stopped on a gut feeling isn't going to cut it. You have 5 days to reach the tower with both scrolls, understand? A chorus of agreement followed her question. Anko drew back her shuriken and launched it into the air. When it reached a certain height, it blazed into glory, signaling the beginning of the second exam. The 26 teams entered the forest, but most would not survive the night, or so they say. Leaping through the forest, Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke were trying their best to find a clean water source and a good amount of food. Once we get those two things, we can worry about the heaven and earth scrolls. Racing through the forest, the three soon located a reliable source of water and food. While Sakura and Sasuke worked on the fire, Naruto went in search of some food. The fish in the river should be alright to eat, plus there's got to be a lot of it from the lack of human contact with this region. Unfortunately for Naruto, his dinner was put on hold. It seemed a large churka was racing to their location. Who is that? It is almost close to the kids? Better check it out. Naruto, or more accurately the QB, was not pleased that someone wanted to interrupt his dinner. Setting a few traps, the fox lied in wait and watched the intruder's churka get ever closer. When the intruder had reached the traps, the fox started an ancient chant and formed 5 replications of himself. You 3 get the food, the rest greet our new guest, and I'm going to laze about the region. Give a shout if you need help. The major difference between these replications and the ones Naruto made was very simple. They were the same strength as the maker, meaning that the fox did not lose any churka or displace it. The intruder was in actuality Tenten, who was looking for other groups and wanted to get a heaven scroll. I see someone set a multitude of traps, but they are so shoddily made, must be a rookie. Quickly avoiding the maze of traps, Tenten came face to face with a Naruto clone, although she did not know that just yet. Ah, Naruto-san, did you make those traps? I might have. Is there something you need, Tenten? Yes, I wouldn't mind your heaven scroll. Would you like to hand it over? Or would you like me to kill you and take it? Well, I don't really know if you can, Tenten-chan. Bristling at the insult, Tenten launched innumerable weapons in Naruto's direction. Unfortunately, the fox clone just dispersed them with his churka. How did you do that? Well, that's for me to know, and you to kill me. Anything else, Tenten-chan? Calming down a tad, Tenten again launched a number of knives, but waited until Naruto dispersed them. then launched the rest of her arsenal in the first wave's shadow. He can't dodge or disperse what he can't see. Tintin, did you really think that would work? Whirling like a dervish, Tintin came face to face with the fox clone. How? Well, the mama and daddy have to love each other before it happens. Don't mock me, Naruto. How did you get behind me? Oh, well, I just ran back here. He ran? That was all speed? Now that we have the unpleasantness out of the way, let's get to the really good stuff. Making numerous hand seals, the fox soon had the female ninja tied to a tree with a rope made of fox hair. What is this? What technique did you just use? My own design. Now stay right there. Hey guys, you can come out now. Soon 2 exact duplicates of Naruto came out of the woodwork. Took you long enough. She's just a genin. What took you so long? Well, she was a pretty good opponent, at least to another genin. Now what's up? Are we ready yet? No, but soon. Just hold her a minute or two. With that, the 2 disappeared in a cloud of smoke. That's how you got behind me. You used replication, and I knew that your speed was minimal. Now, no need for such a fuss. I mean, I beat you fair and square. So while we wait for those 2 to return, how about a little game, Tintin-chan? Elsewhere, Naruto's clones were catching fish and taking no prisoners about it. How many is that? About 20, I think. Good enough for our team. Let's head back to camp before Sakura and Grouchy Man blow a gasket. Tearing through the trees, Naruto's clone soon found his crew. What took you so long, Naruto? Just catching fish. Got about 20. How's the fire coming? Sasuke has it up, but it's small, so we don't attract attention. Sounds good, let's eat. Dumping the fish onto the carefully crafted mat, Naruto speared them with his knives and put them on the fire to cook. Hey idiot, don't make mine too black. I want to actually eat mine. Yeah. Cook your own fish then. Just do it, Naruto. We'll split the duties afterward. Fine, but remember to include the macho man there. Earning a glare from Sasuke, Naruto continued to cook the fishes. Back to Naruto and Tintin. The game is just starting, Tintin. Let's see if you can outrun me. Racing through the trees, the fox was hunting the young ninja. How does he keep catching up to me? I outrank him doublefold, but he continues to nip at my heels. You should start running faster if you want to make it back to your camp, Tintin. I mean, an enemy would not give you as much leeway as I am. That beepy little piece of dirt, he thinks that he is giving me an advantage? I am just leading him into a trap of my own. Springing through the trees, Tintin was confident that she would not lose to Naruto again. I guess she really thinks that I will fall for a trap that obvious. Well, it couldn't hurt to help her ego. Setting the trap off, Naruto watched as a few hundred knives flew at him. Guess she had a lot of time on her hands. I mean, I count at least 200 knives and swords. He fell for it. Now he should be a pincushion. I knew he underestimated me. What a buffoon. Just because I am a girl doesn't mean I am a pushover. Wow, that was a lot of knives. Good thing I had my handy-dandy log of escape. Not believing the voice that was so close to her ears, Tintin was in total shock. How did he get past that? I mean, I rigged it up, so it was impossible to see. There is no way he could have dodged over 400 knives. How? Again with the questions. Well, I just had to use a small replacement technique, and it was easy to get out of that pickle. Feeling a small burst of chirka, Naruto knew it was time to end this little game. So it's been fun, Tintin, but I really got to go. We can do this again the next time you wake up. Wah! Tintin didn't have time to ask what he meant by that, because she was knocked unconscious by the would-be Hokage. Taking the girl by her arms, Naruto headed back to the campsite of his intrepid team. Awakening from his slumber, QB felt rather relaxed. The fish has been caught, the bait has been set, and the little lady has been captured. I love it when a plan comes together. Back with Sakura and crew. Ah, that was a good meal. Now for a little R&R. Naruto, this isn't a resort. We have to find those scrolls, or we will fail this part of the exam. Silently counting in his head, Naruto waited for the most opportune moment, then he disappeared from Sakura's view in a puff of smoke. Oi! Sakura, who are you talking to? Turning around, the pink-haired ninja was astounded to see Naruto carrying an unconscious Tenten, and the scroll they needed to complete their exam. Wah! How did you get that scroll? And what happened to Tenten? Oh, I got the scroll from Tenten, and well, she just needed a little nap. But I couldn't leave her in the forest of death all by her lonesome. So I thought we could use another member and fail other teams. A sort of POW in this little game of cat and mouse. What do you think, Sakura? Watching his two teammates, Naruto watched as their heads tried to get around the idea of POWs in this little game. Sasuke didn't give a hoot about the enemy ninja, but was surprised by Naruto's quick thinking. Sakura was a bit more hesitant to hurt people to get ahead, but in the end, she decided that she would rather pass than have to redo the whole thing once again. Okay, so we're all decided. We'll take prisoners as we go along, then we can trade them for passage or more scrolls. Yeah, I guess, but it seems kind of deceitful, don't you think, Sasuke? I don't care either way, but don't mess it up, idiot. Yeah, I'll do what's necessary, you big grouch. While the three were discussing the fate of the prisoner, Tenten was awakening from her slumber. Why am I tied up like this? Naruto? Sakura-chan? Hi Tenten-chan, how are you doing? What do you mean, how am I doing? I am tied up, let me go, Sakura. Well, I would, but Naruto and Sasuke think that holding prisoners is a good idea. What? Yeah, you're our insurance policy, in case Lee and Neji want to take away our scrolls. You took my scroll? Yeah, but it's not the real one. I guess that one is with Neji, but it doesn't matter, I mean he needs his whole team to pass. Without you, the scroll is useless to him. Isn't that right, Neji-san? Sakura was looking at Naruto, and felt a breeze pass her by. Soon Naruto was being held down by the genius of the Uchiha clan. You dare to challenge our team, Naruto? I will show you the meaning of your existence, which is to be footstools for the rest of the world. Smiling at the angered nobleman, Naruto quickly locked his hands onto a nearby rock and pummeled the genius. Although it seemed that Naruto had hit him, it was only an illusion. With a puff of smoke, Neji became a wooden log. Numerous knives came flying toward the fox. All he did was let them come and watched as they embedded inside his body. Naruto. Don't worry so much, Sakura. I'm okay, though I feel sorry for that log. Turning around, Sakura stared into the smiling eyes of the fox. I see you are not just a dropout like they say, you have some knowledge of what it takes to be a ninja. Well, I did learn from the best. Now come out of hiding, Neji-san. I don't want to kill you when you are just a couple feet away. Neji was impressed that Naruto could find him so easily. Fine, but know this, when I step out I will kill you. My thoughts are not along those lines, but it would be fun to see you try. Bursting through the trees, Neji threw 5 kunai at Naruto. Accompanying those kunai were 5 more in their shadows. Naruto dodged the first 5, while making sure to keep Neji in his sights. Unfortunately, he didn't expect the rest of the knives stabbing into his heart. Disappointing, I believe the battle would be much longer. You are nothing more than an ignorant genin. Well, better an ignorant genin than an unconscious one. Isn't that right, Neji? Leaping away, Neji escaped Naruto's quick hands. Another copy? This is getting old, Naruto. I agree. How about we decide the whole thing on this next move? Last one standing wins? How about it? Agreed. Forming hand seals at an inhuman speed, Neji was ready for anything that Naruto could dish out. Naruto, on the other hand, stood still and converted a small portion of his power into a ball of churka. Ready? Running toward each other, the two combatants were moving at speeds that rivaled Jounin's. With a flash of light, the match was decided. There was no way you could have beaten me, Naruto. Now rest in peace. Oh, I beat you. You just don't know it yet. I'd say that you will feel it about now. On his command, Neji collapsed onto the forest floor. How? I just cut a branch above you and watched as it hit you over the head. Geez, you have to know your surroundings more accurately than that. Walking back to camp, QB was ecstatic that he had defeated such a powerful foe. Well, now I just got to take this scroll back to camp, and we can be on our way. Naruto. What happened? Where is Neji? Oh, he's just taking a little nap. You killed Neji-san? I did no such thing, Tintin. I just knocked him out with a tree branch. You have the scroll? Yeah, I got it, Sasuke. Let's break camp and head to the tower. Quickly, the trio packed up all their belongings and headed for the tower. Naruto carried the unwilling hostage on his back. Why do you still need me? I mean, you have the scroll. Isn't it real this time? It's real, but you're just insurance in case we run into Lee or someone else. Tintin knew that she could do nothing about her predicament, so she waited until Naruto let her go. Don't feel so sad. I am sure Neji has already found 2 more scrolls. Your team is going to make it to the next round. I am not worried about that. I am disappointed in the ease at which you caught me. Well, you did underestimate me. So did Neji. Now you guys know better. I think we have fallen into an illusionary technique. True to his word, Naruto and his gang had indeed fallen into a trap. Sakura, do you see that tree? I believe we passed by it 4 times. Yeah, I noticed that too, plus we aren't getting any closer to the tower. Whoever did this knows what they're doing. Searching through the trees with his senses, the QB found 3 pulsing chakra signatures. I see they are pouring power into one individual, then that person disperses such a large illusion. Unfortunately for them, it makes them stick out like sore thumbs. I guess I could let Sasuke handle this. I mean, I might want to save a bit of my chakra. Oi, Sasuke, do you see them? Who? The ninja that created this field of illusion. They are hiding about 500 meters to the north of us. Without another word, Sasuke was off and running in toward the 3 ninja. If you saw them, Naruto, why did you ask Sasuke to go after them? Well, they seem like a bunch of power-hungry fools. I thought Sasuke could finish them off better than me. Unfortunately, a scream soon filled the night air. It was filled with all the pain and sorrow of a man that knows he is going to die. Sasuke. Yeah, but why did he scream? QB soon had his answer. A dormant chakra signature had sparked into life, and it rivaled his own. Who could that be? Racing through the trees, Sakura and Naruto tried their best to get to Sasuke before he became another name on the plaque of dead shinobi. What they found on their arrival was a scene from a horror movie. It seemed Snake Man was trying to suck all the blood out of the Genin genius. Sasuke. Who is that, Naruto? I have no idea, but I don't think he is here to chat. You better stand back, Sakura. I got to go and save that idiot. What do you mean? I can help too. Don't underestimate me just because I am a girl. I don't, but I really could use the ego boost, so let me go. I'll give you long-range support. Hand me your kunais. I should be able to shoot him down from here. I hope so, but try to stay as concealed as you can. Jumping into action, Naruto delivered a series of jabs and kicks against the snake aberration. Who are you? Well, I am Naruto, but you can call me QB. QB? You are the fox? While you're quick, I should give you a prize. Why don't you stand still and let me reward you? Delivering another succession of kicks and jabs, Naruto was trying to push the monster away from Sasuke. I always have to save your poor soul. I don't even know why the kid even likes you. I mean, you are mean, ugly, and just plain evil. I mean, I killed over 1,000 people, but at least I never hid my purposes. You should pay more attention to your surroundings, Fox, or you may not make it through the night. Watching as numerous kunais were sailing toward him, Naruto did the only thing he could. He ran like hell and watched as they passed him, although it was strange that they circled back to stab into his body. I guess even the fox is just a peon compared to me. I guess so. I mean, it's not like I'm behind you or anything. Oh, I am. Turning quickly, Orochimaru came face to face with a knife through his face. Waiting for the smoke, Kyuubi was not disappointed. Orochimaru would not die so easily. I see that your reputation precedes you. The fox is a worthy adversary indeed, but I am much more powerful than you. We'll see, won't we, Snakeface? Creating several hand seals, Kyuubi sent hundreds of fireballs against the villain. He won't be easy to beat. He's no Neji or Tenten, which reminds me, where is that girl? Back with Tenten and Sakura. I see he is doing poorly. How is your aim, Pinky? I don't know how you got here, but just leave Tenten. I can take care of my own teammates. I can see that. Sasuke is dying on the ground, and Naruto is being beaten by a man who looks like a snake. You are doing a great job so far. Don't you have someone else to bother? Yeah, but I don't want to leave until he is bowing down before me. Who? Naruto? You must be out of your mind. Naruto kneels to no one. We'll see about that. When I am done with him, he'll be my little pet. While Sakura was talking to Tenten, she was also watching the battle in front of her. When she saw vulnerability, she launched one of the kunai. Unfortunately for her, Orochimaru was just waiting for her to attack. He threw the kunai back at her at a speed that rivaled sound. Get out of the way, Pinky. Pushing Sakura down, Tenten took the brunt of the attack on her leg. Ah, that stings, but it's not any worse than what Guy-sensei puts us through. Are you okay, Tenten? I am fine. Worry about yourself, Sakura. I doubt Naruto can beat that snake man. No, I believe in him and Sasuke. They will beat that beast. Believe what you will, but the outcome is still the same. Back to the action. Naruto was having trouble following the movements of the snake man. He keeps moving around and covering his tracks with his churka. You cannot defeat me, boy. I will grind your bones into dust and use it for my face. I will make you regret your stupidity and show you the real power of a shinobi. Staring into the eyes of Orochimaru, Kyuubi was rooted to the ground. What is wrong with me? I could destroy this worm with my tail, but why can't I move? Is he using a technique against me? I see that you are immobilized with fear. It is normal. Now stand still while I seal that pesky fox away. What have you done, Orochimaru? Oh, so you can still speak without a stutter. You must be a very brave fox or just stupid. Don't insult me. Now what have you done? Something you cannot get out of fox. Now just relax and die like a good puppy. Sensing the tremendous amount of churka that was flowing through Orochimaru, Kyuubi was a bit concerned. What has he done? Could it be he has frozen this body? I will die in this boy's body. I will not accept this, boy. Boy, wake up. I don't want to die in this stinking forest. Now get your butt up, and let's hightail it from here. Wah! Who is that? Fox, is that you? No. It's the Tooth Fairy. Of course it's me. Now stop being frightened of this snake man and help me fight him. Why should I help you? You took over my body. I should just let you die. Think about it, pup. If I die, so do you. Do you want to die in front of Sakura? Sakura is here? Yeah, and after he kills us, he will kill her. Do you want that? Damn fox. Alright, let's kick this, guys, but that's the spirit. Let's get it on. Feeling a spike in churka, Orochimaru was disturbed to see the Kyuubi break free from his hold. Let's get this over with, Snake. One move wins all. Now which one will you pick? I have already chosen Fox, but you don't have enough time to do yours. I see that you are vulnerable right now, Snake. How about I just kill you now? Forgetting about his tenuous situation, Orochimaru tried to bluff his way out. You wouldn't dare hit me when I am like this. There is no honor in it, Fox. That is true, but who said I cared about honor? Now die like a good puppy, Orochimaru. Covering the distance quickly, Kyuubi delivered a technique that immobilized the predator. You didn't kill me? No, the kid wanted you to live. I don't know why. Don't think too highly of yourself. I am free of your technique. You are not the only special one here, Fox. I knew that you would now leave Snake. It matters not. I have the boy. He will be mine soon enough. We will meet again, Fox, and next time you will not be so lucky. Same to you, Snake. Disappearing in a cloud of smoke, Orochimaru knew that the fox didn't have enough chakra to kill him, but he also knew that it would have been a drawn-out affair, and when they were done, it would probably be up in the air who would win. I will kill you, Fox. No, that is a promise I plan to keep. Thank the heavens he left. I don't think I could have killed him with this flimsy body. Hey! Watch who you are calling flimsy. Now what? Guess we save the genius and get to the tower. Sounds like a plan, Fox, but take care of my body. I might not be able to control it, but I can stop you. Yeah, but how about those nice-looking girls? Can I play with them? No. Leave Sakura and Tenten alone. You're not in control at the moment, pup. I don't think you have a say in the matter. I will stop you, Fox, know that. Fine, I will leave them alone, but it would have been fun for all of us. Jumping down, the fox went in search of Sasuke's body and the two girls. It would have been so much fun, pup. I still might try it. Spotting the two girls, QB started his descent and waited in the wings to see if any more idiots would come out of the woodwork. Hey Tintin, you alright? I'm fine. I told you that Guy-sensei gave us worse scars than this. I could use a wrapping though. I mean, I don't want to bleed to death. Of course, but let me take care of Sasuke first. He seems to be in severe pain. Yeah, do what you will for that idiot. Did he really think he could defeat that snake man? I'm sure he could if that bastard didn't bite him first. While the two girls were talking, a trio of sound ninja was waiting in the wings. They are weakened, and we should be able to kill Uchiha easily. Let's get this done, Dosu. Don't get so anxious, Zaku. Let's wait and see if we can get more information about those two. Zaku's right, Dosu. I want to fight that little pink girl. I mean, look at her hair. It's too glossy for a ninja. Ken, I think you are severely twisted. Alright, but let's keep our techniques in check. I don't want to die here. Fine, let's get going, Zaku. I hope it will be a little more amusing than it looks like. Sprinting against the two girls, the trio was upon them before the girls knew what was happening. Unfortunately, they were caught in a trap made specifically for idiots, who are too lazy to wait the allotted amount of time needed to scope out an area. What is this? Well, just because I am taking care of two people doesn't mean I can't tell when other ninjas are around. Ninjas of the sound? What idiots! I mean, I could have heard you from a mile away. Why, you little wench, I will slice you into pieces. Get us out of here, Zaku. I won't get my hands on her. Wasting little time, Zaku delivered a series of mini bursts and destroyed their restraints. Now we will see who is the last one laughing. Get her, Kin. With pleasure. How do you like your hair cooked, girly? With movements at the speed of a jounin, Kin had captured Sakura in her grasp. Her speed is incredible. How is that possible? I am guessing that you are trying to figure out if my speed is real. Well, all I have to say is that it is. How is that possible? There is no way a genin has that type of speed, even if you are a little more experienced. Well, a little training can go a long way. Now for my teammates, Dosu. Zaku. Kill the rest, I'll take care of this little girl. Fine, but don't take too much time. We are on a timeline here. Running toward the pro ninjas, Zaku and Dosu did not catch the little flicker of light that passed by their eyes. Unfortunately for them, it would have saved them a lot of time and pain. Watching as their eyesight started to wane, Zaku and Dosu wondered who could have sneaked up on them. Geez, what weaklings! I mean, come on! I wanted a real fight. That Orochimaru jerk was a much better challenge. Ken was worried about the loud and obnoxious boy in front of her. Who are you? How did you do that? Well, introductions are reserved for my betters, but since you asked so nicely, I am Uzumaki Naruto. And who are you, ma'am? Wah. Ken. Well, Ken, I like your style, I mean, black and camouflage is really in this year. If you would let Sakura go, I might let you be my servant. What? Who do you think you are? I am going to kill you, whoever you are. Running at the boy, Ken knew her speed was an illusion, but he didn't, or so she thought. Oh, so your speed is just an illusion? I had thought that you actually trained. What a disappointment. But you look alright, so maybe I will keep you. Frozen in fear, Ken could not turn around to face someone that outmatched her. So, what do you want? I have already told you. I don't like to repeat myself, so how about it? Will you accept defeat? Feeling the overwhelming urge to fight, Ken could not accept defeat so readily. I know what you are feeling, but I can make you stronger. You want that, don't you? Feeling the comfort of his embrace, Ken could not fight the puppy eyes that he directed against her. Fine, but I will not call you master. Fine, but how about Naruto-sama? That's the same thing. Now stop acting like a total weirdo and let me go. But I like to hug my servants. At least I treat you better than Orochimaru. How did you know? He's part of the sound. You're part of the sound, plus you smell like him. While all this was happening, Sakura was still trying to get over how fast Naruto had become. He captured her in less than 5 minutes. How did he get so powerful? What will you do with Dosu and Zaku? Well, I won't kill them if that is what you are worried about. Although I have no mercy toward idiots, unless they are as much fun as you. Carrying the 2 unconscious sound ninjas, Naruto headed back to where Sakura was still staring in awe. Oi. You alright? Guess we got another P.O.W. Sasuke okay? Sasuke seems to have a high fever. I don't know what that snake man did to him, and we have to get him to the tower as soon as we can. Sounds like a plan. Hey Tintin, are you okay to move? I am fine, let's just go. I don't want to be around when even more people come calling. Thus the 5 ninjas headed toward the tower in the middle of the forest. Naruto carried Tintin due to the wound on her leg. You do know that Lee and Niji will find me soon, right? Well, I hope so, otherwise they aren't really good ninjas. Plus I hope they wouldn't leave a part of their group behind. Well, they need 3 to finish this part of the exam. I doubt Niji wants to fail at anything. True, but I don't know if he has any emotion in him. I mean, look at him. He's always so serious. It's like he has a big stick up where the sun don't shine. There is a reason for his demeanor. He has faced things in life that even you are not ready for. I doubt that very much, Tintin-chan. I mean, you don't know a thing about me. Hey, if you two are done reminiscing, we got a problem over here. What's up, Sakura? Well, I think we are caught in the same trap as last time. Really? Well, that is easily solved. Would the 3 idiots in the trees please come out? After waiting a moment, Naruto received no answer to his request. I hate it when humans want to play games with something they don't understand. Well, if they won't come out, I'll just go get them. Watch yourselves. They are trying to confuse and tire us. I don't think they are above a little trickery to get what they want. Kneeling, Naruto deposited Tintin onto the ground. When he was sure that the enemies were focusing on him, Naruto raced into their exact location. Impossible. How could he see past our illusion? What should we do? I suggest you pray for mercy, because there will be none from me. The forest was soon filled with the sounds of 3 men getting their proverbial butts handed to them. That was no fun. They didn't even put up a fight. Geez, they're so much older than the other students too. What a bunch of losers. Hurrying back, Naruto guided the crew to the entrance of the tower. Do you think we made it in time, Naruto? No idea, Sakura, but I hope so. Which door should we go through? Anyone should do. I mean, it's not like there are monsters on the other side of them, right? I don't know that. Don't worry so much. Let's just get inside. I don't think Sasuke is doing that good. When they entered the tower, all they found was an empty room. What the heck? Where is everyone? Hey, look up there, Naruto. It's a scroll of some sort. Yeah, but what does it say? I have never been too good at reading those things. It says something about heaven and earth. I think it is talking about the scrolls. Do you think we should open them? I guess, but let's do it together. I don't want any surprises at the moment. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Breaking the seals. Both Naruto and Sakura were thrown back by the sheer power locked in the scrolls. A cloud of smoke materialized into the room. When the smoke had dispersed, Naruto was overjoyed. Hey there. Oh, and congratulations for completing this part of the Chunin exam. Araka-sensei, what are you doing inside the scrolls? Well, it was a summoning technique, but you needed both of them for it to work. What would have happened if we had opened them one at a time? Well, I would assume that you would have failed the exam. Naruto. Sasuke-kun needs help. Let's leave the explanations for later. Oh yeah, Macho Man got hurt, Araka-sensei. Could you get a medic need here to help him? Of course, let's head inside. Watching as Sakura and Sasuke walked through the double doors that mysteriously appeared, Naruto hung back for a bit. So that's it then? I guess we're free to go? Well, you are Tenten, but Kin has to stay with me. What? Well, you did say that you would be my servant, and I don't think I dismissed you just yet. But what about my team? They're fine. If I'm not mistaken, I believe they have just arrived. We will fail then? No, but you cannot move against my team, do you understand, Kin? Yes, so I am free to meet them again? Yes, but if you tell them about our arrangement, there will be heck to pay. Yeah, I got it. Watching as the sound ninja left, Naruto turned around and faced the weapons specialist. Oh, you're still here? Well, I have nothing to do until Lee and Neji get here, so how about a sparring match, Naruto? If you're sure, but I can guarantee that you will not win. No tricks. Let's make this just hand-to-hand combat. Sounds fun, but you still won't win. You are just not good enough, Tenten-chan. Becoming incensed, Tenten charged the would-be Hokage. She has gotten faster. How is that possible? Wasn't her leg injured? I can run again. Thank goodness for that salve. Guy-sensei really knows his medicine. Better make this quick. Don't want to overexert myself before the next round. Bursting left and right, Naruto confused Tenten, and when she provided an opening, Naruto took advantage and delivered a series of jabs that blew her back to the wall. Coughing up a little blood, Tenten was amazed by how quickly she was defeated. How does he do that? Guess she's out for now. Now to wait on the Uchiha genius and the blue beast of Konoha. Waiting was not something the QB liked. It had waited over a millennium for a chance to strike the city of Konoha. Kit, why don't we just go and find that would-be genius and weirdo karate man? Well, I would, but I have other things to worry about. I still don't trust that servant of mine completely. If she makes a move on my team, I want to be close to stop her and protect my status in this tournament. Intriguing. You actually thought farther ahead than a few steps? Watch it, Fox, or I will close this mind link. Fine, but remember I am the one who will be having all the fun later on. Yeah, I know, but please try to not kill anyone. I don't want to be a fugitive so soon. I won't kill them. I'll just make them wish they had died. Shaking his head, Naruto could not contain his frustration with the entity inside of him. Oi. The two guests have arrived. Let's make them feel most welcome. Sounds good to me. Want to take over for a bit? It will be my pleasure. Trekking through the forest of death was a tiring experience. Facing a demon at the end of it would seem kind of cruel to a spectator, but luckily for QB, he was cruel. We must hurry. Hopefully Tenten has already made it here. Maybe you're right, Lee, but if she hasn't, we have failed. That shouldn't matter, right? I mean, as long as she is safe, right? I don't know. I mean, I wish for her safety, but how about our team? What about the test? Well, I don't think you guys have to worry so much. I mean, she is here safely, thanks to me. Now how about a little battle to stretch the muscles? Turning around, the last two members of Tenten's team faced the demon QB. What mockery is this? Tenten is safe? Yep, Though I can't say the same for you too. Racing at them at the speed of light, Naruto soon had them pinned against the room's walls. Don't tell me that the genius uchiha is so weak. How dare you? I will crush your face in. Bring it! Launching his own signature attack, uchiha delivered over 64 consecutive blows onto the demon fox. Your chakra pathways have been blocked. You are just a feeble kid now. Oh, that was what it was. I thought you were tickling me. Well, how about I expand those pathways a bit? Doing the impossible and making it seem like a daily occurrence, Naruto dissolved the chakra blocks and ran at Neji with double the speed of the first assault. How is that possible? Neji would not have an answer because he was knocked out with the force of Naruto's punch. Only able to watch the battle between Neji and Naruto, Lee wanted to move but couldn't. What binds me to this wall? Well, that takes care of Mr. Genius. Now for the boy who believes taijutsu will solve everything. There is a reason that you could not participate in the last battle. It was because it was my will that held you to that wall. With his will alone, he held me in place. Now to start our battle, come Lee, let's see how much fury you can throw with your legs and feet. Feeling the bonds holding him to the wall loosen, Lee launched himself at the fox. Delivering wave upon wave of lotus kicks and punches, Lee soon had Naruto cornered into a wall. Feeling it was the right time to use his most devastating move, Lee executed it flawlessly, encompassing Naruto in his bindings and making sure it was the fox who landed on the floor first. I see I overestimated you, Naruto. You could not escape from my trap. Hopefully your bones will heal quickly. Turning his back on the fox, Lee knew at that moment that it was his first and last mistake. Wow, nice finish there. It felt a bit stronger than that tickle I received from the genius, but you should know to never leave your back open. See you in a few days, Lee. Executing a similar technique, Naruto crushed the blue beast of Konoha. Unfortunately for Lee, although his moves were similar, Naruto had more power and speed when he executed them. Well, that takes care of the two imbeciles. Now for the main event. Hopefully, I'm not too late. Casually walking away, Naruto still had much to think about. Will we be ready for the storm that is coming, Fox? It will come, Kit, and we will be here, but to the question, will we be ready? Well, that's entirely up to you. Nodding his head, Naruto walked through the double doors and watched as the recruits that passed the forest of death lined up ahead of him. So the dropout finally made it. I thought you would be too scared to show. I would watch your words, dog boy, or I will show you how much this dropout has learned. The two ninjas were about to go at it, but the gentleman conducting the test nodded to both competitors, and they broke apart. Coughing like he was going to die, the referee was a bit on the awkward side, but explained the rules clearly. Each match would be drawn randomly, and the people fighting would gather on the lower portion of the stadium. Whoever stands at the end would be declared the winner. Simple rules, and it was going to get much more complex as the tournament progressed. The first ones up were Sasuke and one of the ninja from the sound. Facing off, it seemed that the resident genius of the city of Konoha would lose in a matter of minutes. It surprised many when it didn't happen that way. Sasuke defeated the ninja from the village of the sound, and he was escorted off the court with the injured man. It seemed that Sasuke had not yet recovered from the mishap in the forest. Kakashi followed the last of the Uchiha clan. Next up were Tenten and Temari. Temari was a girl from the village of the sand. It seemed that she was the sister of the vicious beast of the Sangara. Naruto watched impassively as the competitors lined up for battle. He knew that Temari would win the duel, but it would be interesting to see if Tenten would put up much of a fight. Tenten started it all off with a medley of knives and other assorted weapons, while Temari just watched him passively and blew them all away with her massive fan. Soon the match was over and Temari was readying her finishing move. Naruto could not let Tenten get hurt just for a tournament, so he dived in between the two women and took the brunt of the attack. All this was done without any of the participants noticing, because although there were some that saw a blur, it was impossible to accurately gauge the QB's speed. Once Temari was declared the winner of the match, Naruto got ready for his match. It was against a boy who smelled of dog. Kit, I want this to be over quickly. You know how much I hate the canine species. I got it, Fox. But let's just see what the mud has got up his sleeve. Bowing to each other, the fight commenced. Naruto soon found that the boy was adept at combining with his dog to do a number of cool parlor tricks. Ah, mimicry, I have seen it done numerous times. It isn't perfected but not too bad. Let's finish this, Kit. Let me finish the goof. Fine, but don't kill him. He could be useful later on. Switching control over to the fox, Naruto watched as his body moved with a fluid grace that was unmatched. Guess you have to show off. Don't scare the referee, Fox. Yeah. Wouldn't want that now, would we? Kiba and his Mudakamaru didn't have a chance in the world. They were defeated in only mere moments by the sheer force of QB's aura. Guess you better go home and learn a few new tricks, Kiba. I don't want to have to demonstrate again what I can do. With that said, Naruto walked off, and the referee declared him the winner of the match. Up until this time, there was no fuss about the missing genius and weirdo. But now that the list of competitors was dwindling, it was easy to see they were missed. Will Niji Hyuga please come to the arena? This is the final warning. Niji Hyuga is disqualified from the tournament. The winner by default is Hinata Hyuga. Hinata was amazed by her cousin's lack of presence. She looked toward the stands to find Naruto watching her. She blushed profusely, knowing her hero was watching her so intently. What are you thinking about, Kit? Nothing. Don't give me that. You have been watching the Hyuga girl for the past 10 minutes. Do you like her? None of your business, Fox. Let's just focus on the next match. Fine with me. But she would be a fine mate for us. I mean, other than every other girl we have seen. Shut up, Fox, and let's just watch the final matches. Next up were Naruto's servant and Shikamaru. Do you think we should help her? Nah. I think she got what it takes. But if she does need help, we'll play along. Alright, Kit, it's your call. Thus the match began, and it seemed that Ken had everything under control. But Naruto could tell that Shikamaru had something up his sleeve. We may need to help Kit. It looks like that lazy boy is not as stupid as he seems. What do you say, Kit? Sounds about right. Let's just make sure that she doesn't lose too badly. With a little push in the right direction, Naruto extended the match about 15 more minutes. Although Shikamaru still won, Ken did not feel any shame about it. Shikamaru knew that someone had helped Ken with her fighting but could not tell who. You should let sleeping dogs lie, Shikamaru. Shikamaru turned around but could find no one behind him. This is too troublesome. Who was that? Well, you have sufficiently scared the heck out of that lazy brat. Had fun, Fox? You know I always have fun, Kit. Will the next fighters come toward the arena? Lee from Konoha, please step forward. This is the final call. Again, I must disqualify another member of the city of the Konoha. Lee has been disqualified and Gaara of the Sand wins by default. Hey Kit, that boy has something in him. Yeah, I can tell, but what is it? We'll find out soon enough. With the preliminary matches over, the referee told the finalists to head back to the city, and the finals would be in a month. Greg got to wait another month before we can fight again. Well, at least we got some time to train. I don't need the training, Kit. It's you who does. Fine, let's go out to eat. I'm hungry for some ramen. Before he left, Naruto checked in with his potential partners. Tenten seemed fine, but a little shaken by the battle with Temari. Scouting out Temari, Naruto soon developed a plan to make her a part of his plan. Hinata seemed to know that she was being watched by Naruto, but she still seemed to let it pass. Naruto didn't think too much about it. Ken was a bit sad about losing the match, but she talked it over with Naruto, and it was soon a point of laughter for the serious ninja. Deciding to keep Ken close to him, Naruto told her to follow him as his apprentice and servant. Why must I follow you? I told you that already, now let's get going. I have to check in with Orochimaru. No, I don't think you do. I will not have my servant conspiring with him anymore. Let's go! Feeling the urge to argue, Kin tried again, but one look at Naruto's eyes, and she knew to keep her mouth shut. With everything going to plan so far, Naruto kept his senses on maximum alert just in case. So what we going to do for a month, Kit? No idea. But I'll think of something. Let's get something to eat for now. With that, Naruto and Kin walked to the exit of the stadium and headed back into the city of Konoha for a late dinner. Eating out with a demon was a new experience for Kin. It also didn't help that Naruto was a total pig when he ate. Do you think you could get most of that in your mouth instead of all over me? I'll try my best. At least that's what Kin assumed he said, although it was hard to distinguish anything because of the amount of food in his mouth. Although it wasn't exactly a fine dining restaurant, it was the first time in a long time that Kin had fun somewhere, although her master's unorthodox obsession with ramen did confuse her. Ah, that was good. Glad you liked it. Here's the bill, Naruto-kun. Thank you, Ayam-chan. Looking down on the piece of paper, Naruto's eyes widened for a split second, then he reluctantly pulled out a few crisp bills from his pocket. Thanks for the dinner, Ayam-chan. Here's a tip for the lovely waitress. Blushing profusely, Ayam took the bill from Naruto and quickly hightailed it out of his sight. She's just as shy as that Uchiha girl. I like that about her, Fox. Now let's go. I want to get some sleep before training tomorrow. Are you full, Kin? Yes. Let's be on our way. Good, let's head back to my place. What? I thought I was going to a hotel or something? Why would I let one of my servants sleep in a hotel? Well, it is inappropriate for a woman to sleep with a boy. I'm not a boy. Now you better learn that, or we will have a very tough time. Fine, but you sleep on the floor. Okay? Nah, I like the bed better. You can either sleep next to me or on the floor next to me. Aghast at the way that Naruto was treating her, Kin decided to pound the demon's face in. Delivering punch after punch, Kin could not understand why none of her attacks were connecting. I know it may seem cruel that I force you to sleep on my bed, but it is for the best for both of us. And how did you come up with that little theory? Well, I don't trust you quite yet. And I know you don't trust me. So with me always next to you, I can keep watch over you, and you can keep watch over me. Sound good? I don't like it. You just want something, don't you? I wouldn't mind a go at her, Kit. I mean, just a few minutes. I promise to keep her in one piece. No, we will do this my way, Fox. Do you understand? Fine, but don't say I didn't warn you. She will be very hard to please. I have no ulterior motives, just to watch you, Kin. Looking at her master, Kin tried to discover anything that would give away whether Naruto was lying or not. Fine, but you keep to your side of the bed, understand? I got it already, now we're here. While the two were talking, they had finally arrived at Naruto's apartment. Without further ado, Naruto kicked the door in and headed to the bathroom to take a quick shower before bed. Make yourself at home, I'll be out in a minute. Looking around at the apartment, Kin was not impressed. It was drafty, damp, and seemed to be crawling with dark energy. How the heck does he live in this squalor? Taking a shower in under a minute is one of the things that Naruto likes about being a demon. Hey, so I see you looked around. So what do you think? It's certainly unique. What the heck are you doing? Get some clothes on or something. Nah, I usually just sleep in the buff anyways. Well, I'm heading to bed. You should too. I will not sleep in the same bed as a nudist. Kin, what did I just finish telling you a few minutes ago? I won't do it, you can't make me. Fine, but know that my bed is the only place where you can sleep. What do you mean? Well, I knew that you would be coming, so I prepared a little incentive for you. I infused this room with all the negative energy I could find. You won't be able to get a wink of sleep in here. Why would you do this? I don't know. I thought it would be fun. Stop with the jokes, Naruto. Now let me go. I don't think you understand, Kin. You are my servant, and under my command. I will not force you to sleep in my bed, but know that the energy in this room is palpable. I cannot guarantee your sanity." With that said, Naruto headed into his room for a good night's rest. "You torture as well as I do, Kit. I'm proud of you. Great, like I need encouragement from a perverted demon." Weighing options, Kin didn't like them at all. Either stay in the living room and run a chance of going insane, or go into his bedroom alone. Self-preservation is a powerful tool. Kin's choice was obvious to everyone except her. Walking into the bedroom with a moment's trepidation, Kin soon relaxed when she saw Naruto curled up on the left-hand side of a large bed. So maybe he will keep his word. Might as well get some sleep. Laying down as far away as she could, Kin soon felt comfortable enough to get to sleep. Unfortunately for Kin, Naruto's apartment was a wreck, and that meant the howling wind could pass through it like a hot knife through butter. It was soon freezing in the room, and the only form of warmth was the demon lying next to her. Naruto seemed oblivious of the cold and continued to sleep on despite the Arctic wind. Naruto had gotten used to the cold, and with the help of the demon emitted a warm aura. Kin did not like it, but she moved closer to the warmth that was her master. All her complaints seemed minuscule in comparison to the cold. With her inhibitions down, Kin cuddled next to Naruto and found that she was nice and cozy. Naruto had a clean smell to him, almost like a spring morning. Kin assumed it was due to the shower he had taken before he had fallen asleep. Smiling subconsciously, Naruto held Kin closer. At first, she resisted, but soon the warmth overwhelmed her, and she succumbed to the inevitable. Kin soon found that although it would seem like he planned this, Naruto did not do anything the least bit perverted. He just held her like he would his mother. And the warmth radiating from him was the most inviting of all. Kin felt at home in his arms, a feeling that was almost alien to her. Waking up to a demon staring you right in the face would scare anybody to death, but for Kin, it was a more real threat than fantasy could ever produce. "I had almost forgotten that I had fallen asleep next to him. I better get out of bed before it gets more awkward." Although Kin tried her best, she could not escape the vice-like grip that Naruto had on her. Murmuring in his sleep, Kin could make out a few words. "No. Don't stay. Away. Daddy. No." Without a second's warning, Naruto sprang out of bed and took Kin with him. Tasting the floor was not how Kin wanted to start out her day. "Oi. Naruto, get off me." "Kin? Oh, right. Sorry about that." Force of habit. Disentangling themselves, the two went their separate ways. Naruto went to fix breakfast, and Kin went to the bathroom to freshen up. When Kin was done, she was greeted with a wondrous aroma of bacon and eggs. "I hope you're hungry, 'cause I know I am." Mounds of food were ladled onto her plate. Kin did not think she had ever seen so much food placed in front of her before. "Well, what are you waiting for? Dig in." Tentatively at first, Kin soon got into the swing of things and attacked the food with gusto. By the time the two ninjas were done, only empty plates were left in front of them. "Well, now that's over with, I think I will take a quick shower, then we will tour the village. How does that sound? Why do I need to accompany you wherever you go? I have already gone over this, plus I like you by my side. It gives me a sense of companionship." Not entirely sure why she was suddenly affected by the demon, Kin just couldn't say no to the man who had given her some form of care. "Fine, but hurry up with the shower. I want to see if this backwater country has anything good to its name. I'll be back in a jiffy." With that said, Naruto jumped into the shower, and with his trademark speed finished in under a minute. Slapping on a pair of new pants and an orange jumper, Naruto was ready to face the world again. Let's get going. A walk through the tranquil village of the Leaf was something that was natural to Naruto, but it seemed that Kin didn't truly trust the quiet and serenity the village exuded. "Don't worry so much. It's not like there will tons of monsters and shinobis coming out of the woodwork to kill us." Although his words might have lightened her fears, Kin still kept her guard up. Along the way, Kin and Naruto met up with Tenten and Ino. "Ah, Tenten-chan, how are you doing today?" "Naruto? What did you do to my team?" Oh, about that, I was just a little carried away. Don't worry about them, they'll be fine. Tintin, you know Naruto? Yes, unfortunately Naruto, you know Ino, right? Of course, the eternal rival to Sakura-chan, right? What do you mean the eternal rival? I am so much better than her in so many ways. I don't argue that, but you still have to say that she has guts. Whatever, that was some nice moves you put on Kiba. How did you get so strong? Well, I do regular exercise, and I eat ramen at least 3 times a week. Does that answer your question? Damn it, don't make fun of me. I know it can't be that idiotic. Watching as the young woman continued to rant and rave, Kin decided that she had to step in. What are you doing, Naruto? Why do you take such insult from such a lowly kunoichi? Who are you calling lowly? I thought that would be obvious, Blondie. Hoping to ensure that the streets would still be livable, Naruto quickly defused the situation by grabbing Ino and initiating a deep kiss. At first Ino protested and fought back, but soon she let the flow take her and was really getting into it. When they finally disengaged, Ino didn't have a care in the world. Now that's a way to shut her up. Good work, Kit. Although it was an awkward silence that followed, there were no big questions until Naruto pulled Kin away and ran down the road. What the heck just happened? Ino, are you okay? Huh? What did you say, Tintin? Did you see the pretty colors too? Okay, guess that answers my question. Dragging along the dazed and confused blonde, Tintin couldn't help but wish that she was the one in the daze. If he can do that to Ino-chan, a little investigating might be in order. Naruto, stop pulling me along and just stop. Slowing down, Naruto soon was walking at a normal pace once more. What the heck was that, Naruto? Why did you just kiss that girl? Well, it was a good idea when I thought of it, but I guess it turned out to be a little more than I expected. Though she did kiss good, she kind of tasted like cinnamon. Okay, I don't need to hear all the juicy details. Now why did you run away? Well, I couldn't just stay there now, could I? Are you embarrassed about kissing a girl? No, but you seemed a little red after it. What are you talking about? You have never kissed me before. Oh, that's right, Want to try? Looming closer, Naruto held Kin in his arms. What are you doing? I don't want to kiss you. Although her mouth was telling him no, Naruto could not get the image out of his mind of Kin cuddling against him. Tenderly stroking her cheek, Naruto tried to soothe the volatile ninja. Naruto, what are you up to? Startled to hear a familiar voice, Naruto quickly released Kin. Anko-sensei, I didn't see you there. What are you doing this far away from the village? I'm doing my routine patrol. What the heck are you doing here? Well, that's an interesting question. You see, we were just going for a walk when I saw a big bug crawling up Kin's leg. Isn't that right, Kin? Unfortunately for Naruto, his little embrace had caused the sound ninja to fall into a kind of stupor. Guess she won't be helping you. So what's up, Naruto? Heard you beat the kid from the Mutt family. Sounds like you got stronger. Well, thank you, Anko-sensei. Although the rumors are exaggerating, it was a tough battle, and it could have gone either way. Have you found anybody trying to escape from the village? Nah, routine checks are boring as heck, but I guess if the Hokage says we got to do it, we'll do it. Naruto took a few minutes to look at the older woman. It seemed she had not changed her apparel from the last time she had seen him. I see you are still into the stockings and fishnets, Anko-sensei? Don't talk about my clothing when yours is bright as the morning sun. So you going to take her back home, or what? Yeah, but I need some help. Could you carry her? I don't know. I mean, I am still on duty. I thought that Jounins were supposed to help the less fortunate. Where did you hear a silly thing like that? Well, I guess from the old man. I mean, that's what he was preaching about earlier. Shaking her head, Anko decided it would be best to carry the catatonic girl. So where is she staying at? Oh, just follow me. I'll show you the way. What are you up to, Kit? I have no idea, but I want Anko-sensei to follow us back. It feels kind of weird. It's like every woman I see I want to jump. Oh, that might be me, Kit. It's kind of a hereditary thing. What do you mean a hereditary thing? Well, I kind of mate every once in a while. How often? Well, every decade if you want to be vague, but you see it kind of happens fast. I mean that when I mate, I kind of exude a scent that makes me more attractive. Kind of like cologne, but much more effective. So does this mean that I want every woman in the village? Well, I did say that I mated once every decade. Well, that is to say, I have to mate once every decade. I like to do it more often than that though. So that's where all these feelings are coming from. So all that time, we have a big problem here. I think your little scent affected Kin and Ino. Kid, you don't know the half of it. You know all those girls you met in the past few days? Yeah. Well, it's been going on for about that long, so it should be hitting them as well. So what you're trying to say is what? Well, unless you like being bedridden for about the next 5 days, I would suggest running about now. Throughout this internal conversation, Naruto and Anko were getting closer and closer to his house. And the unconscious Kin had just awakened to find herself being carried across the village by a brazen woman. How much longer, Naruto? This girl is not as light as you made her out to be. She might want to stop eating for a couple meals. Who you calling fat? I don't think you're so scrawny yourself. Now put me down, you witch in a fishnet costume. Hoping to follow the advice of the fox, Naruto was quietly inching his way toward the town exit. I carried you over 10 city blocks, and you wake up and insult me? Fine, be that way. Dropping the girl unceremoniously, luckily for Kin they weren't too far from the ground. Hey, watch it, you old bat. You might not have a nice looking face, but others do. Who you calling old pipsqueak? Who you calling a pipsqueak hag? The two women were going to rumble right in the street, but then they both smelled a new aroma in the air. Kit, I think you've been sighted. I told you to run. Hope you like the bed, Kit. It will be your friend for the next 4 to 6 days. With lust in their eyes, both Anko and Kin leap at the half-demon. Girls. Can we talk about this? No talk. Let's go inside, Naruto-sama. Sounds good to me. How about it, Naruto? I'll show you all my techniques. It didn't seem Naruto had much of a choice. The two women literally dragged him into his own home and ravished him for hours upon end. Fortunately, or unfortunately depending on your point of view, Naruto's little excursion out of his home caused his scent to permeate the whole village. And throngs of women came to have their fun. It was a long week for Naruto, and it kept getting crowded inside his home. Many of the men in the village wondered where all the women went. Following the line of women, it was a bit of a surprise to them to see them lined up in front of the house of the demon. What are you all doing here? Waiting? It's been a couple of days, but I can wait. Is that you, Tintin? What are you doing here? Father? Oh, hello. I was just wondering if Naruto was free today. Wondering if Naruto was ready. If he was ready for me. Can I start over? What has he done to all of you? His answer was heard in all the screaming and moaning coming from the home. That demon, how dared he molest the women of this village? Men, let's get him. A cheer of agreement came from the men. Unfortunately for them, it did not come from the women. You will not harm a hair on his head. Now all of you leave. Oh. It's my turn. Kurenai-senpai? What are you doing here? Surely you are not here for that thing. And if I am, what business is it of yours? The townsmen were aghast at the level of hostility that was exuding from the women of the village. We might need help from the Hokage. Let's fall back, men. See you later, Daddy. I'll be atop Naruto. Taking care of Naruto. Just go, Daddy, it's getting confusing. Crying at the loss of innocence, Tintin's father could not fight the whole village to help his daughter. That bastard will pay for this, I swear it. With the men heading toward the Hokage Tower, the women relaxed and waited their turn for the man who they had all dreamed about. Kyuubi was one happy fox demon. The cause? Well, it seemed not only did the kid get every one of the women in the village, he also got some that were just visiting the village. You did good, kid, although it was a bit scary those last few times. I mean, how could that Anko contort her body that way? Leave me alone, Fox. I don't have the energy to fight you today. I don't want to fight you, kid. Just wondering if you wanted to get out of bed for a bit of breakfast. I for one am starving. Now that you mention it, when was the last time we had any type of food in our body? I'd say about 2 weeks ago, but I didn't mind it in the least. How about you, Kit? I have no complaints, but what about the mess? Oh, don't worry about it. All the women will be fine. Except for that little thing that happens when I mate. Nothing too big. What are you hiding, Fox? Did you poison them all? No. No. Nothing like that. It's just a side effect of staying the night with me, or rather the whole week. It's going to get a bit more complicated from now on, Kit. Why? Well, you see, the women will develop a slight affection towards us. That doesn't sound too bad. I wanted the village to recognize me. This sounds perfect. Well, let me rephrase that. Not just a slight bit of affection. How much are we talking about here? A little crush here and there? Well, a little bit more than that. Fox, tell me, what did you cause? I don't remember you complaining a few days ago. But, well, here's the situation, Kit. The whole village essentially loves you. That doesn't sound too bad. I wanted attention, so I have a few new mothers, so what? Not quite like that. What I mean to say is that the whole village really, madly, deeply loves us. Trying to absorb this bit of information, Naruto was flabbergasted at the amount of love that could mean. So what you're trying to say is we have the whole village as wives? Well, yeah, you could put it that way. But I mean, we don't have to take them in as wives or anything. Well, because some of them are others' wives. Unable to take this in all at once, Naruto headed outside his home for the first time in 2 weeks. All that time wasted, we needed to train. Look what your power has done to me. I did say I was sorry, but it isn't too bad, is it, Naruto? Naruto looked all about him. Everywhere he looked, he could see the women who made the past 2 weeks the best he ever experienced. What am I going to do? I mean, I can't marry all these women. I don't even know half of them. It's up to you, kid, but they will follow you wherever we go. Trying to get used to a crowd of women following him everywhere. Now, that is something that Naruto did not think he would be facing in his life. Naruto-sama, what are you doing out here? Surprised by the sudden voice, Naruto jumped straight up. Whoa. Kin? Is that you? Yes. What is wrong? Nothing. Can you put something on? Don't you think it's a little cold to go out in the buff? Obviously very open with her body, Kin did no such thing. It's fine, Naruto-sama. Now come down here, and let's go back inside. Anko-sensei, Temari-chan, and Sakura-chan want to have some more fun. Again being dragged back, Naruto and the fox had to endure another day's worth of bed rest. Deciding enough was enough, Naruto escaped and went out in search of food and a place where he could hide from his admirers. Okay, first thing to do is get some food in our stomachs, then we can worry about the lusting hordes. Racing through the village, Naruto stopped off at the ramen stand and grabbed whatever was left there. This is some good ramen, even though it is a little cold, but I'll tell you what, wasn't cold at all. She was one of the most fun and exciting, don't you think, Kit? Enough about that fox, it wasn't her idea, so there is no use dwelling on it. Finishing their impromptu meal, Naruto went in search of a place to hide out for a while. Okay, here's what we know. Because of you, we have the whole village as our brides. The finals are in 2 weeks, and we haven't trained a day. What else could go wrong? Well, I don't know about you, Kit, but I always try to look on the bright side. At least we know that the finals will be a lot smaller. What are you talking about? Some of our competition are now our mates for life. Get it? Yeah, but that's not how I wanted to win. I say we hide out until the tournament starts, and try to let the heat cool before we come back to the village. Sure, but the heat will not cool Kit. I mean, it's not like they're mad at us, they're just a bit too much in love with us. While the two were having their conversation, the men of the village were sneaking up on them. There is the demon. Let's kill him and get our women back. What do you say? A resounding cheer went up, and the many ninjas charged at the defenseless little boy, or so they thought. Although QB and Naruto were having a conversation, they knew full well where the men were, so it only took a matter of minutes for them to destroy the forces of Konoha. Well, that was training, wasn't it, Kit? Not good enough. Those men didn't have any backgrounds in ninjutsu. Let's go find Kakashi-sensei. I'm sure he can help us. I think one of the guys we knocked out was Kakashi. You're kidding, right? Nah, look over there to the right. It was just like the fox said, a spike of hair was sticking out from the pile of men. Well, there goes that idea. Why would he attack us? I thought he was my sensei. Men do strange things when they come together, remember that, Kit. Without a sensei to teach him, Naruto just wandered around the village aimlessly. I guess we could get Anko-sensei or Kurenai-sensei to train us. Yeah, if they don't jump us the moment they see us. Maybe we can get this affection thing to work in our favor? Believing it was worth a shot, Naruto headed back home in search of Kurenai and Anko. He found them soon enough in the kitchen preparing dinner for the whole clan of women who stayed the night with Naruto. Welcome home. Where were you? Kurenai-sensei? Are you making dinner? Yes, it's my famous grilled eel donburi. Just looking at the mounds of eel layered atop the mountains of rice made Naruto's mouth water, but he had bigger things on his mind. Kurenai-sensei, can you train me for the finals? Of course, Naruto. I mean, I wouldn't let you enter it without some training from me and Anko. Isn't that right, Anko? Huh? Anko was taking the time to really look at Naruto, and she was liking what she was seeing. Yeah, sure. But let's get some meat onto those bones first. Dinner ready, Kurenai? Yeah. Everybody, dinner's ready. Let's all eat together. It was a weird kind of meal, meaning that while some stood and others sat on the floor, all were looking at Naruto. It was just the way he was. Even through all the things he has gone through, he could only think of one thing at a time. Food was most paramount on his mind at this particular time. Watching their lover eat was bliss for the women assembled. They seemed captivated by every motion that he exuded. Is there something on my face? No, Naruto-sama. It's just that we all seem to be mesmerized by your every movement. It's a very odd feeling. Wow, didn't know it was that strong. What is that strong? Nothing. Just a thought. Fox, can you tone it down a bit or something? I won't get good training if they're all zombies. I can't tone it down. It's their own will. It's the reason I told you not to jump all over the place. Can I get them to focus on other things? I guess, maybe if you ordered them to all be normal. That might work. Let's try it out. I order you all to act normally from now on. With those little words, the facade was lifted or at least held at bay for a minute. That's much better, Naruto. Now let's get to training. Would you girls like to help? A resounding cheer was held in the small apartment. Guess that's a yes. Let's go outside, it's more roomy. The group headed outside. It consisted of many of the classmates Naruto recognized, including Sakura, Tenten, Ino, and Hinata. And some that Naruto had seen at the tournament, Temari and of course Kin. Alright, since it's kind of dark out, let's start off with your stealth drills. Naruto, you go off in the woods, and I'll ask the girls to find you. Alright, go for it, Naruto. Giving a nod, Naruto raced into the forest and looked for a good place to hide. How is this helping your training exactly? Well, if they can't find me, then I guess the enemy can't either. I wanted to learn something that would make you stronger, thus it would be possible to channel more of my energy through you. Well, I can ask Kurenai-sensei about that later. Let's just try to stay hidden for now. Why do you keep on calling her that? I mean, it's not like you were that respectful when we were in the bedroom. Would you quit talking about that? I mean, it was just an accident. I didn't mean for her hair to be pulled off like that. Yeah, I don't think she minded all that much. I mean, from the way she was screaming and all. Having the decency to blush, Naruto waited for the girls to come and find him. Elsewhere, the girls were taking their time and soon found a few tracks here and there to the location of their classmate and lover. Hey, I think I found something over here. What do you think it is, Kin? No idea, but it's probably something that Naruto left behind. I wouldn't touch it if I were you though. He has a tendency to put things that he believes are funny. Deciding to stay away from the object, the girls continued their search. Hey, I think I found him. He's in that tree. I suggest we all encircle the surrounding area and attack all at once. Sounds like a good plan, Sakura-chan. But how do we know he doesn't have traps set everywhere? I didn't really think that far ahead, Temari-chan. It's fine. Kin, can you locate them with your ninjutsu? Probably. But Naruto knows my techniques. He could have made them soundproof. Facing such a conundrum, the team of girls all took a seat to think about how to best capture their lover. How about a few of us get caught, and then when he goes to help them, the rest of us will spring into action? Sounds like something Naruto would do. What do the rest of you think? With a chorus of agreements, the girls set to work. Hinata and Kin were chosen as decoys, while the others lied in wait for Naruto. What are they planning, kid? I don't know, but it can't be good. I know Temari-chan, she's got a mind like a steel trap. They might have already figured out my traps. But did they figure out mine, kid? Now that's a different thing entirely. I mean, even I don't know how to deactivate those. Are you sure that you're not trying to hurt them? They'll be fine. I mean, a few pies and water balloons can't hurt them. True, but when they find me, that won't be the case for us. Hearing a scream, Naruto grew more alert. Help, Naruto-kun. Help me, please. That's Hinata-chan. Did she fall into one of the more violent traps? Could be a ruse, kid, but it's up to you. While pondering over the likelihood that Hinata would be lying to him, Naruto heard another familiar voice. Naruto-sama, help me. There are knives hanging underneath your trap. Kin? I know she can sense most of my more violent traps. She must be lying. With her intellect, it would not surprise me, Kit. Although the uchiha girl is a different story altogether, we might want to help her out. Sounds good. She's not as deceiving as the rest of them. Racing from his hiding place, Naruto went in search of the resident heir to the uchiha clan. What he found was Hinata lying perfectly still below one of the tallest trees in the forest. Oh no, one of the traps must have dropped her down there. Was this one of yours, Fox? I don't think so, but I get confused sometimes. Better go check on her, Kit. Leaping down, Naruto checked for a pulse on Hinata. He found a strong pulse, but slow breathing. Almost if she were faking her injury. I think they got us, Kit, but it's alright. I wanted to be found. Why? Why else? I wanted to get to some serious training. Emerging from the surrounding foliage, the rest of the girls ensnared Naruto. That was easier than expected, Naruto-sama. Well, you ladies are the best in the village, right? Hinata was blushing profusely for her role in the trap. Naruto thinks we are the best. I still can't understand the shy nature of that girl. I mean, didn't we show what she could do just a few days ago? Don't ruin her, Fox. I like her the way she is. Fine, but remember her more wild side as well. Good work, girls. You captured Naruto in under 30 minutes. Though that doesn't bode well for you, Naruto-kun. You must work on your stealth skills. I want to try training my body more, Kurenai-sensei. I want to make it stronger so I can make sure I will be able to protect those I love. Wondering if she was one of the people that he loved, Kurenai responded to the challenge with a series of kicks and jabs. Sensei? What are you doing? Fight back, Naruto. Show me how strong you wish to become. With an air of understanding, Naruto channeled more of his power into the fight. Soon the rest of the girls, including Anko, started entering the fray. Jabs and kicks were delivered against Naruto at every angle. I guess this works. But let's speed things up a bit, Kit. The fox increased his influence just slightly, and started to move in a sort of dance with the girls. It was beautiful and effective against the onslaught. Soon Naruto was on the offensive, and the girls had to back up in order to continue to stay in the fight. Hold back some, Fox. I want to do this on my own, none of your powers. You will lose to Kurenai and Anko. You do know that, right? I got it, but at least it will be me losing, and not you helping me win. Deciding that the kid needed to learn the hard way, QB released his influence, and the girls discovered that Naruto was back to being sloppy. Fighting more than 4 people at once is hard enough, but when 2 of them are jounins, well then it gets to be ridiculous. Eventually the girls won, but Naruto knocked out a few before they could gang up on him. You did well, Naruto, but you must show that grace and style more frequently. You got sloppy at the end. If you had continued with your previous assault you might have won. Thank you, Kurenai-sensei. I will try to remember that. Alright, I believe that's enough training for one night. Let's all head back. You will need your rest, Naruto. We will begin training first thing tomorrow afternoon. Yes, ma'am, but why tomorrow afternoon? I mean, wouldn't it be better in the morning? What Kurenai is trying to say is that by tomorrow morning you won't be up to it. Anko, that's not what I was trying to say. Did you mean that all the women would be exhausting him tonight? Well, I mean, not all of them. Oh, then just you? I don't think so, Kurenai. I want my turn too. Sounds good to me. Sign me up. Kin? What? We have to share. Yes, sounds good, Naruto-kun. You too, Tenten-chan? Don't be an idiot and just enjoy it. I mean, how many times in your life do you get to have Ino and me at the same time? Sakura-chan? Even the shyest of the group had to add something, Well, I hope to please you, Naruto-kun. This could be a problem, Fox. Just take it in stride, Kit. What that firecracker said is true. How can you not enjoy life? Life was so much easier when everyone hated me. The sun was at its zenith when Naruto had awakened, but it was not like he was ready for any excruciating activities. Betting the whole village was one thing. Doing it after a vigorous training session was another thing altogether. I am dead tired, Fox. I don't know how much longer I can stand this. Well, I like it, but I guess a human like you is still as weak as ever. I say we should get more training in so you can handle them all. Stop with the insults for once. I mean, we are in this together, right? Fine, but let's get started now. We have already wasted half a day. Trying to rouse Kurenai and Anko was no easy task, but with a few well-placed kisses, he had them sufficiently awakened. Kurenai-sensei, can we get started? Sounds good, Naruto. Why don't you let Anko and me get freshened up first, though? Yeah, I could use a shower. Would you like to join us, Naruto? Not waiting for an answer, Anko dragged Naruto and Kurenai with her. After a beautiful and very invigorating time in the shower, both Kurenai and Anko were ready to face the day. Let's get down to more practical training. Anko, how about teaching him how to effectively lift more than 10 times your weight? Sounds like a plan? Okay, Naruto, follow me. First lift that log over there. Naruto complied and did it easily. Okay, good. Now try that large tree there. That tree is stuck to the ground, and it's about 500 feet high. Can't do it? Not one to be bullied, Naruto stood next to the tree and tried to lift it from the ground. It wouldn't budge. It's impossible. I mean, there is no way to do it. Okay, let me try. Anko went next to it and lifted the roots and tree with ease. It seems light to me. How did you do that? It's just a matter of training and knowing how to channel your chakra. Do you understand? I have no idea how you did that. Fine, let's get to something which is easier to grasp. Walking over to a pile of scrolls, Anko picked up a few and laid them out on the ground. Completing a series of hand seals, the scrolls transformed into a number of training equipment. When you can lift over 1 ton with one arm, I will continue to train you. She's right, Kit. You're weak without my power. I may have jaded you a bit. Then don't help me. I'll finish it myself. Fine, but don't say I didn't warn you. Using the equipment produced by the scrolls, Naruto trained for hours on end, and he soon could lift about 500 pounds with only one hand. Not bad, kid, but don't forget she said 1 ton, not a measly 500 pounds. I know, Fox, leave me be. Watching from afar, Kurenai and Anko were worrying about their lover. Don't you think you're pushing him too hard, Anko? He'll be fine. Don't forget he is the QB vessel. The demon won't let him be hurt. I hope you're right, but while he is doing that, what will the rest of us do? Well, we could start training the rest of them. Sounds good, but let's keep an eye out for Naruto. Nodding their heads, the two older ninjas went in search of the rest of Naruto's lovers. Good, they're gone. Now let's see if I can't help you, Kit. What are you talking about? I want to do it on my own. And I am saying you cannot do it without my help, especially in under 2 weeks' time. I want to do this on my own, Fox. Well, I guess I have to exert a little control then. Soon Naruto's demon side was shown, and QB trained his vessel's body at the speed of light. In an hour's time, he had completed all the training needed to lift over 2 tons on one arm. That should do it. I even exceeded the limit. Now time for you to wake up, Kit. What did you do, Fox? Nothing much, but when I transfer control back to you, I suggest you go to sleep. Within a few moments, Naruto was back into control, and he felt like his body was weakened to the point of death. What did you do, Fox? Oh, about that. I had forgotten that a human body can only exert so much. Don't worry about it. In a few hours' time you'll be back to a dull ache. A few hours of pain? Alright, I'll knock you out then. That way we'll both be happy, okay? What? Z. Stupid kid. If one looked at Naruto, it looked like he was dead to the world, but if looked at closely, he did have a pulse. A few hours passed before Naruto was awake again, but in the end, it was worth it to not endure the pain that the fox had caused. Feel better, kid? Much, though I can't say I'm up to anything fancy right now. My body still feels like it was hit with a huge log or something. Don't complain, it's better than before, right? Yeah, but I don't want a repeat of it if I can help it. Shaking his head to clear the cobwebs, Naruto went in search of his two sensei, who oddly enough were resting after a grueling session training the rookies in their lover's home. Okay, that's enough for today. How are you all feeling? A muttering of curses and death threats accompanied the answers. Great to hear so many of you still have the energy to curse and yell. How about another lap around the village? Groans could be heard, but a vindictive glare from Kurenai silenced them almost instantly. The girls raced off to complete their victory lap, if you could call it that. Kurenai, I feel Naruto coming here. Do you think he has finished training? I feel his chakra, but it is very weak. Maybe he overexerted himself? Nah, he'll be fine. With a good meal and a good night's rest, he'll be ready for tomorrow's training. Appearing before his senseis, Naruto kneeled slightly. I am through with the training, Anko-sensei, but I cannot train anymore today. That's fine, but don't forget that you must be able to lift 1 ton on one arm before I will train you further. Yes, ma'am. You look tired, Naruto. Do you need a hand going home? Nodding his head slightly, Naruto accepted the offer of help from both Anko and Kurenai. When we get home, I'll cook up a hot and spicy version of my eel bowl for you, Naruto. Thank you, Kurenai-sensei. Yeah, thanks, Kurenai. I know how much energy Naruto needs tonight. Anko, he just went through a whole day's training. You can't expect him to satisfy you tonight? I always say that training needs to be continuous, so think of it like a refresher course from this afternoon. You are awful, Anko, but I guess what you say is true. I'm sorry, Naruto, but rules are rules. Who made up the rules? Well, I guess the girls did. I mean, it's not like men do anything right. Fox, help me. Would you like me to take over for you, Kit? I would greatly enjoy it. Fine, but don't hurt any of them. Understood. Naruto couldn't tell how he knew, but he could feel a perverted streak going through his inner inhabitant. Oh, and one more thing, Kit. I think someone is watching you train. Though I doubt his intentions are ill. Who is it, Fox? Who else? That perverted old hermit, the one who trained the fourth Hokage. You may know him as one of the Sannin Jiraiya-san. Is he good? One of the best, obviously stronger than the girls, but we'll deal with him later. First things first, my meal? Yeah, I can't wait for that eel bowl. That's not what I want for dinner, Kit. At that moment Naruto knew that the fox was a mega pervert. The end. So how was this part? I hope you like it. And if you like it, share this part with your friends, and like the video too. And don't forget to subscribe our channel for daily awesome fanfiction. Okay, it's time for me to go. Bye bye.